And welcome back to Big Bob's MTG, and Kaldheim is finally here. Sorry, Kaldheim. Kaldheim is finally here. We have our World Tree deck sleeves, 3 draft tokens, 3 sealed entry events, our Nico Eris avatar, and the bear. So we're going to apply the bear, get into it. All right, we have Kaya here, Nico Eris, and then 2 of the alternate things, as well as 50 booster packs to open. So let's get into those. Walk through. Now I know you guys have seen cracking packs and Joey Moss opening packs up. So Mask Wood Nexus is actually one of the cards that I love. I want to play with this card so badly. Creatures you control are every creature type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards that you own that aren't on the battlefield. Kind of like the other blue card that was from Ixalan. That was 2 colorless, 1 blue, and it did almost exactly this. 3 colorless tap, add a 2/2 blue shapeshifter creature token with Changeling. So it's every creature type as well. Okay, so we have our commons here. The Imistrum Raider, Shackles of Treachery, Village Rites is back. Oh, that's a good one. I love that card. Feed the Serpent is there. Exile target creature or planeswalker for 4. That's not bad. Run Ashore, Fearless Liberator, and the Battle Shield Warrior. Alright, rock and roll. So we have Broken Wings. Behold the Multiverse. Scry 2 and then draw 2 for 4. It's okay. Foretell, though, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Foretell is kind of the, what would you call it? The adventure of Kaldheim. Draugr, Thought Thief, Vault Robber, Poison, the Cup, and Weathered Runestone. Imistrum Predator, one of the most anticipated dragons that came out in this set. Wow, super beautiful. Wow. Flying whenever it becomes tapped. Exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard and put a +1 counter on Imistrum Predator. Sacrifice another creature. Gains indestructible till end of turn, and you tap it. So kind of like, what is it? The white-blue guy, the Sphinx from, what was it, Theros? Yeah, Theros Beyond Death had that Sphinx that you discard a card, not sacrifice creature. But that works too, right? All right, here we go. Okay, so we have a Longboat, the Funeral Longboat, Vigilance, and a 3/3 creature crew of 1. Goldvine Pick, Wings of Cosmos, Seize the Spoils, Ice Tunnel, one of the new Snow Dual lands. Absolutely amazing. Love these cards. Rootless U, that's new. Treefolk are back, that's great. All right, Tyrite Sanctum. Add 1 colorless, tap 2 colorless, and tap. Target legendary creature becomes a god. In addition to its other types, put a +1 counter on it. Interesting. And then 4, you can tap and sack, put an indestructible counter on target god. Counter. This is the first indestructible counter that we have. Now, there were a lot of counters back from Ikoria, but no indestructible counters. That's new, and that's awesome, because now the Ozolith has something to do again. So thank God for that. I love playing with the Ozolith. Rock and roll. All right, we got our wild card here. I don't have too many rare and mythic because I've been playing around for so much. But here's another Highland Forest, Raven Wings, a Null, that's a good card. Target artifact or enchantment spell, that's not bad at all. Run Amok, Dual Strike, and the Trickster God's Heist. Exchange control of 2 target creatures. You may exchange control of 2 non-basic, non-creature permanents that share a type. Target player loses 3 life and you gain 3. Not too bad. Wow, our first mythic here is the Battle Mammoth. 5 for a 6/5. Foretell for 4. Trample whenever a permanent you control becomes a target of spell or ability and opponent controls, you may draw a card. So very much like the other Mammoth or Elephant, right? I think there was another Mammoth that did this exact same thing, but did not have as good of conditions to get it out. Alright, a lot more firsts here. Warhorn Blast, Mammoth Growth, Maja. Okay, Maja, the Protector. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 white human warrior creature token. Okay. So, landfall, create a little guy. So, very much like the other one that does the same thing. I know there's another one that... What is it? I think whenever you cycle... Yes. Whenever you cycle, it creates a 1/1. Lijara, Kinseekers, Axeguard, Braggart. Oh, what was that? I don't even know what that was. Cardur's Vicious Return. And, well, that was uneventful. Building up. What do we get? Oh, it's a rare wild card. Priest of the Haunted Edge. Bound of Gold. I want this card in foil so bad. My boxes come tomorrow. And if you want, you could purchase boxes from me on bigbobgaming.com. Just so you know. Alright. Glittering Frost, Snow Enchanted Aura. The land is snow. Cool. Whenever enchanted land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of any color. Woohoo! Oh, this is Gifts of Paradise, but snow lands. That is fantastic. 5 mana. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Hey, if you don't have any creatures. Alright, Graven Lore. Scry X, where X is the amount of snow spent to cast this spell. You then draw 3 cards. Whew. That is beautiful. I'm really excited to use this one. Create a treasure token 2 times, and then search your library for a card named Halvar, God of the Battle, or an equipment card. Yeah, Nahiri's about to see some play. Some hardcore play. Hell yeah. Finally, Nahiri is useful in something. Even in the warrior deck for Zendikar Rising, she wasn't very useful. I tried. It was really hard. Alright, Strategic Planning. Pilfering Hawk. And the Gold Maw Champion. Vengeful Reaper. And Vicious Return. And then another Tyrite Sanctum. Okay. Come on, give us some new stuff. We want to see the goods, huh? Alright, Raiders Carve. Vega the Watcher. This one kind of reminds me of the owl that's in an artifact that you find an artifact or enchantment off the top 4 cards of your library. Kind of reminds me of that. Rune of Sustenance. Demon Bolt. Oh, these are the new Aura runes. Yeah, and an enchant permanent. Okay, when a Rune of Sustenance enters the battlefield, draw a card. Great for 2 mana. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it has lifelink. Great. As long as the enchanted permanent is an equipment, it has equipped creature has lifelink. Oh, beautiful. That's a whole new avenue of goods. Brian Borrow Intruder. So another 1-cost 1/2 rogue. When it enters the battlefield with flash, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-0 until end of turn. Sweet. And there's one of our new Henge-Gate Pathways, modal DFC land. And this is the Mistgate Pathway, Henge-Gate Pathway, blue-white combination to finish off that entire set. Rock and roll. Mask of the Vandal, Changeling, 1/3. When Masked Vandal enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, exile target artifact or enchantment and opponent controls. Ooh! Really eating into like Heliod and Athreos that are indestructible. They are super mean and they're hard to get rid of, so this helps a lot. 2 mana for a 1/3 with that ability? Amazing. So good. Alright, Giant Ox can crew vehicles. 2 mana for a 0/6. That's a great card to have as a blocker. Glacial Floodplain. This is really pretty. I like these lands. I wish I could get a closer look, but I have to get up physically. I don't want to do that. Ooh! There's another mythic for us. Ezika, God of the Tree in the Prismatic Bridge. Alright, so another modal DFC. And this one's 1/4 for 3 with Vigilance. Add 1 mana of any color. Other legendary creatures you control have Vigilance. And tap, add 1 mana of any color. Great! That works out very well. Or you can cast your legendary enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. Reveal a card from the top of your library until you reveal a Planeswalker card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Oh, I can get Tibalt with this card. No, you can't. These cards, when you're searching a library like this, you have to go off of the very top card. I know that Look, Ready, Run or something like that. I don't know, whatever it is. Ready, Set, Play, something. They did a whole judge thing about the modal DFC cards and the rulings around them. So this one would have to be a face-up thing like Nico Eris, or I don't know, if we want to go back to historic, Narset, Nico Bolas, etc. But if it flips at all, it has to be a Planeswalker on the front side. The front side equals this little one triangle, not the 2 triangles. Alright. One more. Alright. Smashing success. Destroy target artifact or land. If an artifact was destroyed this way, create a treasure token. Great. Tormentor's Helm. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to defending player. Nice. That'll be fun. Frost Peak Yeti. Another Yeti, a snow creature. Great. I like that. That's fun. I like to change up a little bit. Alright, Axguard Cavalry, Goat Dwarf. Dwarven Berserker, tap. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. 2 mana for a 2/2. Skemfar, Elder Hall, and Axguard Armory. So this guy, 2 colorless, 2 swamps, and a forest. Sacrifice it. Up to 1 target creature you don't control gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Create 2 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens. Activate this ability only anytime you put a sorcery. And this one is sacrifice it and search your library for an aura and or equipment card. Reveal them and put them into your hand and shuffle your library. Oh, not too bad. Kazima, God of the Voyage, and the Omen Keel. The Omen Keel. A vehicle, a 3/3 for 2. Whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards from the top of their library. You may play lands from among those cards for as long as they remain exiled. Holy crap! Talk about really beefing up the artifacts so we can actually get in on them. Wow, that is amazing. Skemfar Elder Hall. I don't know if I'm going to be using this guy at all. It just doesn't... I don't know. It doesn't seem very plausible right now. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile Kazima. If you do, it gains whenever a land enters the battlefield. Under your control. If Kazima is exiled, you may put a voyage counter on it. If you don't, return Kazima to the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters and draw X cards where X is the number of voyage counters on it. Interesting. I'm actually not sure how this one... I'm going to have to play with this card a little bit to see how it goes, but it seems weird. Let's go ahead and do the 10. I don't want to run this too long as we want to get to actual gameplay. Alright, and Search for Greatness. So great card. Super awesome. Ice Breaker Kraken. 12 cost. 8/8 creature. Quake Bringer. Ezika's Chariot. The Cat Chariot. Another Maskwood Nexus. Another Kazima. Tusky, Bearer of Secrets. Super excited to play with this guy. He is the Squirrel. Awesome. I love it. Glorious Protector. Really great to see some of these new angels in here. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you may exile any number of non-angel creatures you control until it leaves play. Wow. Flash, flying, 4 mana, and it has Foretell. This is one of the cards that I actually bought into ahead of time. So when they were $5 a pop, I bought probably 20 of them. And I think this card is going to go up. Now, that's just me anticipating the market, but we'll have to see. Faceless Haven. Another colorless land, and it becomes a 4/3 creature with vigilance and all creature types at the end of turn. Oh, cool. Sounds good. 10 more. All right, we got a wild card, another wild card here, another Quakebringer. Aaron Broken Brow. He has a horn jammed in his head. That's funny. Boast of 1 colorless. You may change his power to 1 plus the greatest power among other creatures you control until end of turn. Holy crap. That would be painful. Very painful. Another Masquerade Nexus, another Tyrite Sanctum, Varagoth, Blood Sky Sire, Elvish Warmaster. Now, when I saw this card spoiled, this card could be great. Could be. I don't think it's going to be. And here's the reason, is because it can only be triggered once per turn. Which I guess if you had something to produce elves not on your turn, it could work. But it's just not... I don't think it's going to work. Herald unites the elves. Mill 3 cards. You may put an elf or Tarvin card from your graveyard onto the battlefield. Oh, that's helpful. Put a +1 counter on each elf you control, and then whenever an elf you control attacks this turn, target creature and opponent controls gets +1, -1 until end of turn. Nice. Okay, next 10. Sweet. Reflections of Litjara. Enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a creature, cast a spell of the chosen type, copy that spell. Oh my god. These copy abilities, like the card that I don't have yet that I'm super excited to get is Orvar, who can copy things when they target your guys. Really want him so bad. Egon, God of Death, another throne. So he's a legendary artifact that sits there. During the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card, exile a creature card from your graveyard, draw a card. So I guess that'd be okay if you have lots of creatures to spare. Nico Eris, Kalavari, as Rigard's Crest enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Tap and add mana. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type or a legendary creature spell. So if you have lots of legendary creatures, I don't know, Questing Beast, he's legendary. Uro, that's legendary. Tundra, Ephemeral, Snow Sorcery, 3 mana, deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Add colorless for each snow spent to cast a spell. Wow, you can really dump into some good stuff here. Oh, man. Cosmos Charger. I have seen this card get dumped into things. Now, let's see why. 4 mana for a 3/3 flash and flying. 4 tell cards from your hand, cost 1 less, and can be done on any player's turn. Woo-wee! So, 4 tell cards now cost 1 colorless, and you can do them as they have flash. Oh my god. That's broken and awesome. Okay, Birki. Resplendent Marshal here is another mythic of ours that we have. Flying when it enters the battlefield or dies. You may exile another creature card from your graveyard. When you do, put a +1 counter on each creature you control other than Resplendent Marshal that shares a creature type with the exiled card. Interesting. Rally the Ranks. As Rally the Ranks enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. Nice. Another Mystic Reflection. That is a beautiful card. Battle of Frost and Fire. Cool. Battle of Frost and Fire deals 4 damage to each non-giant creature and each planeswalker. Ooh, it's a giant proof Storm's Wrath. That's wonderful. For 5 mana, it's a little steep, but that's fine, because then you scry 3, and then whenever you cast a spell with converted mana cost of 5 or greater this turn, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Bam! That is awesome. Well, thank you. I just wanted to give you a really short, little quick introduction into the cards that we're pulling and the cards that are available now on Arena. Thank you very much. Have a great day.